Hello, everybody. This is your daily real estate practice exam question, and I'm going to give you a simple one today because I think this is something that you really do need to understand. And we're going to be talking about usage rights for properties, so licenses, easements, things like that. So let's take a look at the question. The question reads, a right of way which gives persons other than the owner access to or over a property is known as an A, easement, B, ingress, C, egress, or 4, none of the above. So let's just say 4, none of the above. That's not going to be our answer. So we definitely have our answer right here. So this one, a right of way which gives a person other than the owner access to or over a property is known as this is going to be an easement. And now here's what I'm going to tell you. Easements are usually classified by how they were obtained. So an easement by necessity. That was obtained because there's a necessity that exists, right? So I need to have, now here's where the other two words are going to come. I need to have ingress or egress to a property. Ingress means I need to be able to come into the property. Egress means I have to leave the property. So ingress is coming into a property. Egress is going out of a property. So in this situation, we have an easement because we don't know anything more than that. We can't classify it as an easement by necessity, which is created because you have a necessity to have ingress and egress to your property, or an easement by prescription, which is an easement that has been gained through prescriptive means. Now, the one that always throws people off is usually an easement appurtenant, because all easements are appurtenant, right? Appurtenant means it runs with the property. It's going to go with the property. So when we're talking about an easement appurtenant, it basically means that it wasn't gained through necessity, okay, meaning that you had to have ingress, egress, and it wasn't gained by a prescriptive measure, meaning that you openly use the property in an open and hostile manner. And here's the thing, when we say open and hostile, and I've said this numerous times, we don't mean that you walked across their front lawn and you went, I am using your lawn. We mean that you've used it basically like the people, or you're not doing it in secret. Okay. You're not doing it in secret. Okay. So like I had a situation where I had a guy who was going to fish at a lake behind his neighbor's property, and literally waved to his neighbor each and every time. And he actually, after so many years, he applied for an easement by prescription so that he can make sure that if his neighbor were to either pass away or something happened, that he would still have access to go fishing in that lake. And that was the situation there. So the other easement that we have is an easement in gross, and that's usually for utility companies because they don't have a property that is adjacent to it. So there's no dominant tenement that actually exists. But if you were an individual and you didn't have a dominant tenement, meaning that you didn't have an adjacent property, okay, then you could have an easement in gross as well. So that's a little confusing also. But easement appurtenants simply are created through usually voluntary measures. We can't classify it as anything else. So it's an easement appurtenant. And keep in mind, the word appurtenant means it just runs with the property. So all easements are appurtenant. However, some need to be further classified because of how they were obtained. So guys, I hope you like this one today. And if you do, hit that like button, hit subscribe, because that really does help us out. It's so important to us because that's what helps us grow. That's what helps us make better quality videos like you're seeing now. So please, like I said, hit that like button, hit subscribe, comment down below if you do have any questions, and I'm going to see you guys real soon.